What up, fam? So I think it's finally time to use the F-35B Lighting instructions from Brickmania. Here are all my pieces right here. So here are the pieces for the F-35. Not this. I'm using this for the city. Doesn't look like it's going to be much. Oh yeah, this guy's not a part of it either. So if you're unfamiliar with how Brickmania instructions work, once you make the purchase, you're given a few sets of files, one of them being the instructions themselves, which looks like this, which is simply a PDF of the actual instructions that once came with the set. Now you're given a little bit of a different rendition of it just because, well, they have to kind of pack some things within kind of a PDF like these first 2 pages, as opposed to just getting started from this point right here. And then a little brief history of the F-35, and then, well, the instructions themselves. You're given a parts list in case you want to individually order specific pieces in case you have like a large collection of these already. But for the most part, you can just get this XML file, which you can just copy and paste and create a wanted file on Bricklink. So if you just go to want, upload, coming straight from here, upload Bricklink format, copy and paste, and then proceed to verify items, and you'll be able to get every single brick that you would need in a wanted list. Easy peasy. Thanks, Jabba, for reminding me how to do this. The F-35B Lighting II is the Marine Corps variant of the Joint Strike Fighter and features a vertical lift fan and pivoting engine nozzle to deliver vertical landing and short takeoff capability to expeditionary airfields. Designed to operate from austere bases and a range of air-capable ships, with its short takeoff vertical landing capability, the F-35B can also take off and land conventionally from longer runways on major bases. The F-35's low stealth allows it to safely enter areas without being seen by radars that 4th generation fighters cannot evade. The combination of stealth features, the F-35's actively electronically scanned array, radar technology, and the aircraft's ability to carry weapons internally means the F-35 can engage ground targets at long ranges without detection and use precision weapons to successfully complete air-to-ground missions. I honestly have never seen this thing in action, but then again, I wouldn't know, would I? Alright, this thing's like really dusty. So I was finally able to 99% finish this. The reason why I didn't completely finish it because I'm missing 2 links to be able to put in these 2 flaps right here to make it stable, but I'm missing those 2 pieces because they're not really Lego. I think they're brick arms. I have no idea. And every time I get a new one, I break them. So here is Brickmania's F-35B Lighting II. So this is the Marine Corps variant. This is the one that you would see flying off our little assault ships. It can lift vertically and does land vertically. Typically these are still launched as opposed to taking off vertically. So this is a good looking plane. I enjoyed the build. The instructions were very easy to follow, just like regular Brickmania instructions. Sourcing the parts is attainable. It's not that difficult. These landing gears, if they're not pulled forward, they will topple. So if this was slightly back, this is slightly forward, then this whole thing would come down. And then now this is something I think Cody fixed. Moving on to the C variant. So here's the F-35C with the F-35B. So the Navy variant, which launches off an aircraft carrier, and then you have the B variant, which launches off marine assault ships. So this still has to take off from a launch pad sometimes, but that can't land like this one. The wingspan is a notable difference between these two, as well as building techniques like these vertical stabilizers. Here you can see that they're plates versus the F-35B Bravo, and older versions of this jet, they are made by Brick. So these vertical stabilizers are very thick versus the thinner plates that are used for this jet. So I prefer the plates versus the bricks, like Cody went in that direction too going forward. I know the F-22 is also with plates. The landing gear on the F-35C is way stronger, moves around. This one you got to be a little careful. Oh, all right, so that was bound to fall. So all these little detailing would be normally printed, as you can see with the tile in the cockpit. I had to get stickers because I didn't get the original version. Now this is a healthy alternative to be able to make this set, keep the details on, and it doesn't hurt your wallet so much. So in the cockpit display, the Brickmania did the best they can do with classified material, but really not much going on aside from the display and the ejection pole. Behind that, you have an intake fan, which flips up. You have a warning label on the side saying danger fan intake. Now these flaps that I was talking about earlier, they're held together by 1 link. They're supposed to be held together by 2 links and in gray. I didn't have light bluish gray or black. I had gold from machine gun chains. So they are very fragile as opposed to having 2 of them in there, and or the links themselves, they're not that strong once you have a lot of tension to it, so they do break clips very easily. But aside from that, you have the drivetrain that connects to the intake. So those are the 2 flaps that are on top. This thing's like filled with flaps, but this is the 25mm cannon. I think this can fire like 3,000 rounds per minute. Imagine being on the other end of that. So now it's on its underbelly. As you can see, if these aren't forward all the way, they will topple. So here is the rear where the thruster is at. And if you were to open these flaps here, the thruster can now go down, which can now allow the jet to land vertically and or take off. Front landing gear doesn't close perfectly well. You have to take this portion off. Some people take off the stem, but you can just close it down, tuck the wheel in there, and then you can close these cleanly. So I believe this is the AESA radar that can detect literally anything, anywhere, shoot anything, anywhere, facing any way, which direction. It is crazy. I know they're trying to use F-35s as a method of stopping ballistic missiles, so that will be very convenient if that were to ever happen to us. Any jet that I've actually built, this is the best place to hold it to keep it from breaking apart, because the missile bays in the belly are really fragile. So this jet does carry 2 AMRAAM missiles. I think it can carry more, but I know they can only fit 2 in this set, and they're only held together by these 1 studs, and that's one problem that kind of annoys me with a lot of the jets. So they fall off really easily, as opposed to having 2 points of connection, which can be easily be fixed. I could probably figure that out, but it's once it's in the plane, I really don't care, because I'm not going to be playing with it anyways. So these bays do close gracefully. You can barely even notice that there's something underneath. And then if you were to just close these in here and then slide it in this way, we have flaps that move up and down on both sides of the wings, and then the elevators as well rotate. And I think this is a Black Knight symbol. I don't know. Is this the same squadron that Will Smith did in Independence Day? I'm not wing side Marines. I'm like ground side Marines. So air wing Marines out there, let me know what squadron that is. Now, because I used Brickmania Instructions instead of getting the actual kit when it released, it did not come with a Brickmania custom minifigure. So Brickmania has also been doing one-off figs, as you can see right here. In this case, the modern stealth fighter pilot, in which you can put this one in these F-35s or any modern jet that Brickmania releases. So here's Brickmania's modern stealth fighter pilot, and this thing is crazy looking. It's a great collaboration between different Brickmania teams, and it came out really well. The 3D printing, the design team, it looks really good. And if you're confused about what is on this pilot's head, it's a crazy expensive helmet. So I don't know what this helmet is called, but it does some crazy things. It tracks your eyes. You can look anywhere on the map, even below your feet, and it will show you what's on the other side. And it provides the pilot everything he or she needs to operate this thing in his face shield, which pretty much says that this jet is tied into the pilot, literally. So on this pylon, you have this crazy helmet in which if you were to take it off, you have these little infrared for the eyes. And in his torso, his G-suit has different pouches for whatever he wants to carry. A pistol, I'm assuming a 9, and webbing all the way down and to the side as well. So he is 360 printed all the way around. So let me know what you guys think. If you made it with me all the way to the end of this video, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, guys. Peace.